Puck along the boards, and here's Chayka, finds himself in the clear. Scores! Daniel Chayka, overtime hero tonight as Guelph wins. Here comes McFarland, 2-on-1 with Millette. McFarland shot, scores! Ben McFarland.
Walker, another breakaway. Walker fires, scores!
Coming through the neutral zone, now the blue line is Jokin. His drive, scores! And he's Jokin.
Hillis behind the net. Back out, here's Chayka, score! Daniel Chayka ties the game.
Sitting down with Guelph Storm head coach and general manager George Burnett. George, I'll jump right into it. Why should fans be excited about the Guelph Storm this season?
Well, a lot of changes. 15 new faces in our lineup. A lot of uncertainty, I suppose, like there is throughout our league. But some exciting young players now going to take over for the group of kids that have graduated, and it's been a great start.
Awesome. Love to hear that. Well, why don't we take some time to just go through the depth of this team? We'll start up front.
Absolutely. I think up front we're led by Danny Zilkin. Danny's a young man that just played in the World Championships for Team Canada. I know that was a big thrill for him, but he's our leader. Despite being 18, he will be our leader up front. I think when you look at some of the new group here, we've got Matt Quatra and a young man that was our first round pick 2 years ago. And I know he's excited to finally get a chance to be here and play, and has done a lot of work to be prepared for this year. With the addition of Sasha Pastuov, we recently signed, who was an Anaheim draft and recently signed with the Ducks. He's coming from the National Development Program, and anytime you can move a player into our league from that program, I think he'll be an impact player for us. And when I look at our team 2 years ago, we're missing about 170 plus goals from that squad. So we've got some work to do to fill that void offensively. And we look for Danny and Matt and Sasha to clearly have an impact in the offensive side of the game.
We'll move to the back end now. What can be said about the strength of this team on the blue line and in net?
At this point in time, we have not made any overage commitments. Our back end with the 3 19-year-old players, Daniel Chayka, who is presently in Vegas as a second-round pick. Most recently, Luka Profaka as a 19-year-old who is currently in Dallas at their development camp, and Michael Bianconi. Those are the 3 19-year-old players that will look for big veteran contributions from them. I think when you look at a couple of recent additions, Michael Bushinger from last year's priority selection, the 04 group, and Cameron Allen, our third overall pick this past season. We expect those players to maybe unfairly, but we expect them to handle themselves as veterans, and we know that they're excited about the big opportunity ahead.
The 04 group and the 05 group both kind of making their debut. What can be said about the eagerness that you've seen from those groups of players?
Well, I think when you put 15 kids, and whether they're 03 born, we have three players that are making their playing their first games in the league in the 03 birth date as well. So with the combination of the 03s, 4s, and 5s, there is a lot of newness, as we've said. I think the skill level is high, the compete level is high. We've seen that in our first exhibition game. We're hopeful that they're pushing our small number of older players. We have a group of 02 players that we're looking for big leadership from, with Cooper Walker, Ben McFarland, Luka Profaka we mentioned. I think Owen Bennett in goal. He's our leader in goal, but has played only 27 games in the league in his first year 2 seasons ago before the shutdown. So there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of kids that are excited about the opportunity that they will be provided and have worked hard to get. And I know that with competition for these positions, it should make us a better team as we move through the early part of the season.